Hello, traders, and welcome to PL Capital's Market Review. I'm your host, Paul. Today is Wednesday, May 17th, just before 5 p.m. Central Time. And in this video, I want to look at the commodities of natural gas, oil, copper, gold, and silver. So let's begin. All right, going to start off with natural gas. And in my last video, I was saying I was expecting to see what kind of reaction natural gas would give us when it came up into this zone up in here, this 2348 into like 2434, because I was just wanted to see if this was going to be a running flat or if they're still going to come up and break this high up here of 2543, and that would be an expanding flat. And so it just kind of wicked through here this zone a little bit and then sold off, and it's a little tricky. I'm going to zoom in here down to a 30-minute chart. I can make a case that this is a diagonal up here, that there's 5 waves. The only problem is right in this little area it gets a little tricky. And to me, it looks like this is 1 and this is 2, and it's possible that there's a 3 and that'd be a 4 right there. That's such a small 4, and then that would be 5 for the diagonal. So it's possible that they're making a running flat. I just don't like that 4th wave is so small, but it fits. So what I'm watching for is, if this is 1 and this is 2, it could be that this is all just the beginning of the 3rd wave, and then you got 3 waves down here, or I mean this is the 3rd wave, and then this 3 waves, that could be the 4th wave. And then they started to go up, had a sharp pullback, and so they might be coming and breaking this 2470 one more time for the 5th wave. And then they don't necessarily have to come and break this top. They could do the old, fake out and make it look like they're coming up to break that top, but it's still going to be a running flat. If they come up to like into this range and then they drop it, So either way, there's, I think, limited, relatively limited upside, maybe that much. But, they're creating some kind of a flat. So it's either going to be running or expanding, and then they're coming down one more time. So I'm watching here. So now I think, go back down, we've got 3 ways for sure to there. And so far we got like a 1, 2, and a 3 there. So if they come and they break this 2322 level again, they could be on their way down, making like a diagonal. So that was 1, that was 2, and then maybe something like 1, 2, 3, and that'd be 3, and then they'll go for 4, and then down for 5, and then then that'll be the first leg, and then you get some type of correction before resuming down. So I think if they come and break 2322, I think that's a good sign that this is probably the top of this running flat, and now we're going to go down. But the stronger that this moves up, then I think they'll break this, and then it's a matter of how high are they going to go? Like, are they just going to just break it and then reverse, or are they going to come up and make an expanding flat? So it's going to get a little tricky if they come up here. Like, how high can you take it before the reversal starts? All right, so that's what I see on natural gas. Oil. So oil is starting to look real strong. So in my last video, I said I saw this as a leading diagonal, and I was expecting, like a little 3-wave correction, and then one more down, break this 69.41 before resuming up. But given the price action, especially today, it got really strong. And I'm looking at this now and I'm wondering, it's clearly 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. I'm wondering if I missed, I thought this was 3, 4, and 5 for a diagonal. I'm wondering if maybe instead this was a running flat in here. And then instead of 1, 2, and 3, this is 3 for W, 3 for X, and then a big 1, 2, 3 for Y. So what I'm watching for, so even if this is WXY, this could be just a big 1, 2, 3 for X, and then they come down for the Z. So we don't know, but what I'm watching for is this zone right here, this 72 to 72.50 or so. If they just kind of correct down into here and then reverse, and then they take out this 73.26, then I see this as a 5-wave move. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which means I don't think that they're coming back down. I think this is just a big WXY, because then this would be a 5-wave impulse. And then somewhere, whether they break this high or not, you're going to get a bigger correction, but then they're still going to go up. So that's what I'm watching for. This zone here will tell us if we have an impulse, and then I think 69.41 is probably was all the correction, and we're coming up into this 77-ish at least zone. So that's what I'm watching for on oil. Copper. So yeah, they finally, I think, finished off this Z wave. So I see this as 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 3 waves for the Z wave. And so far we got, real strong reaction now. So if I zoom in, so it looks to me like we got, a 1 and a 2, and then a strong move up here. So I would think like if they just kind of consolidate here and then go up and break that high one more time, this high, then there's your 5-wave impulse. And then that's looking good that the Z wave is in. Then you'll get some type of correction, and then it should be heading on up. And and then I think, like I said, that this whole WXYXZ structure is in, and eventually the target will be this high of 43585. Take a while to get there, but that'll be the end goal. Okay, gold. Yeah, so getting a little bit more confirmation now. So I last week I said, we had just a 3-wave move, and I was expecting them to make an expanding flat, and we just had this, and then they came up, and it looks to me like there was 3 waves here. So I think what they're doing is they're making a diagonal for this C wave. So this was A down to here, this was B, and now we got 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 3 up for here for 2. So far we just kind of have like a whole bunch of ways. It's possible that this is a running flat, so like a 1, 2, and for right now that could be the bottom of 3. So you'd have 1, 2, this could be 3, they'll correct up for 4, and then still head down and come down here. And need to for this to be an expanding flat, need to break that 1969 level. So they got close today, but I think if they make the 5-wave diagonal, that they'll be correcting up, and then one more down, and they'll break that, and then we'll have an expanding flat, and then they'll resume back up. And silver. So silver, same thing. Silver, I'm expecting them to make a running flat and to come down in here at least to 20, say 23. Most likely I would think like 22, 27 down in here. And silver so far, it looks, like we got a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they're getting real choppy. So I think they're finishing soon the fifth wave, and that'll be probably like 1, and they'll correct up for 2, go down for 3, some fashion, diagonal or impulse 4, and then 5. So, but I think if you can have patience down in this zone, this is going to be a great buy area for one more up to break the top. Okay, that's what I see on the commodities. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes and support. Hope it helps. Good luck and see you in the next video. Bye.